welcome to Salam Media. Nice having you on air.
Good morning and morning to the listeners.
Were you shocked by the outcome in Lenasia after all of those, after the torrential rain, and to hear that there were flash floods and lots of houses being damaged?
Yes, we did receive a lot of rainfall overnight, so we were called to the area to respond to assist the households which were affected. Our sixth water rescue unit was on site to assist those households. It looks like the river stream nearby, it got flooded, and then the water moved towards the nearby house. Also, the drainage systems also was not that much effective in the area to be able to drain the water. So hence we had that situation where we had those flash floods in Lenasia. We're happy that there were no casualties or injuries which occurred during those flash floods. We also attended to another incident in Glen, where also a number of houses were flooded and a number of walls, mostly the walls around the houses, which are normally the fence which is built around the houses, were collapsed due to this flash floods. And also in the same area, also the drainage systems in the area seems to be the main problem in the area.
All right. I know that you are the spokesperson for emergency services, emergency management services. Were the emergency teams able to cope with these emergencies?
Yes, we do. We've got about 30 fire stations throughout the city of Johannesburg, of which out of those 30 fire stations, those stations are spread throughout the city of Johannesburg. So most of our members, they didn't go and live there on standby. So we were able to respond to these emergencies. Over and above that, we've got a specialized team, which is the Swift Water Rescue Team, which is a specialized team which only responds to water-related emergencies, be it drownings or people stranded in the flood water. So we were able to respond to these emergencies, of course, with assistance from our colleagues from JMPD.
You are saying that this is a drainage system which suggests that possibly a breakdown of infrastructure, or the infrastructure has not been maintained over time. How will you kind of report this onto the authorities that need to take action? And do you think it would be speedily resolved? Because if it's not attended to here and now, we're going to see lots more of these type of emergencies happening, and that's going to put a strain on your department.
Yes, we have already activated them on the same day because we're worried that if we do receive, because we are worried that we are in a rainy season, we're still going to get a lot of rainfall. So if we don't manage the situation, prevent the situation now, then we're going to have problems in future. Hence, we managed to activate them, and then they are working on that issue so that we can be able to prevent incidences like that in future. So we're hoping that they will be able to finalize that work which they have to do maybe sometime this week. And then if we do have some rainfall, we should be able to prevent incidents like those ones. And of course, maybe since that we have this platform, most of our river streams throughout the city are flooded now. There's got a lot of water. River streams like Jackskay along Alexander.
That is, Alexandra is a hot spot for flooding, is it not?
Yes, yes. And then also in Cape Valley, which is crossing around Cape Town in Soweto, and then also Calfontein in the Midrand area. So we are worried about the residents who are residing along the river stream, those river banks, because now, most of the time when we have the, water levels high like this, we do have drowning incidents which is involving young kids. So our message to them is that they need to make sure that they monitor young kids to stay away from those areas so that we can be able to prevent drowning incidents.
Absolutely. Now, you can't tell people, shack dwellers, not to, they have nowhere else to go to, and they're going to try and set up a shack on any available piece of ground that they see. Are you planning on perhaps going forward undertaking some sort of awareness campaigns in these very vulnerable areas, just so that people can stay safe and remain safe, and we don't have tragedies of little kids drowning, especially along, in Alexander Township. And then also in terms of Lenasia residents, what advice can you give them in the interim to keep themselves and their property safe in case the infrastructure hasn't yet been upgraded and we have some more flooding?
Yeah, from our side, we raised a very important issue. We've got a unit, our public education unit within the City of Johannesburg Emergency Services, which we, on a day-to-day basis, we conduct disaster preparedness, especially in our residents, in our informal settlements. So that those awareness campaigns are continuing. We are also making sure that our residents are able to alert each other, maybe by means of whistles if there's an emergency which might affect them. We also have automatic rainfall systems which we have installed in those areas, which are mostly low-lying areas, which assist us to disseminate evacuation information for evacuation purposes. For instance, if we've got a lot of rainfall, if there's a need for us to evacuate people, we are able to send information to our residents in that specific ward or area for evacuation purposes. So that process is continuing, and then it's going to be continuing throughout the season, because we know that we're still going to get a lot of rainfall. And then working together with other stakeholders, we will make sure that while we conduct this kind of awareness campaign, we don't even prevent, the spread of COVID-19, because we still have the virus amongst us. So we need to conduct our business unusually, so that we can be able to educate our residents on the other side, manage any disasters which might happen.
Robert Mulaudzi, stay strong with your team, and we hope and pray that people are going to stay safe this rainy season. Thank you for talking to us, and go well. 9:47 exactly. We're going to take an ad break once again, and when we're back with you, unfortunately, Ibrahim Vada from Media Review Network, who is going to talk to us about the issue around punitive visa restrictions on Palestinians, is not available as he is attending a funeral. Allah grant all the marhumin Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. Really tragic times we're living through now. But what we will do is another important story, and this is going to be by Yasin Teba from Tactical Operations, I think it is. So stay tuned for that important story. We definitely need as many hands on deck as far as that is concerned. So first an ad break, and then Yasin Teba will be joining us.
Secure your very own copy of the Africa Muslims Agency 2021 Secular Islamic Calendar for just 70 Rand. This